Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the Gnarly Gnome. This is the Weekly Pint. It's the show that is not a show. It is brought to you by you guys. So whatever happens, it's kind of your fault. And oh man, it's going to be something. We're introducing something new this week that just kind of happens spur of the moment. Partially thanks to my children, because they, I think, are determined to kill me somehow. They are absolutely determined to. It's not a show because it's a happy hour. If you're new to this whole thing, we hang out, we drink together, we talk about whatever there is to talk about, which in a city like Cincinnati, when we're talking about drinking and drinking culture and things that we drink and places that we drink them at, there is a whole lot to talk about. I don't think anything that I'm going to have today is considered local at all. There is nothing local about this. There's nothing craft about any of this. Maybe some, I don't know. I don't actually know exactly what we're going to drink because we'll get there. I do know one thing we're going to drink because we kick off this thing the same way every single week. It's with the schnappening that is never schnapps. It's, one day we'll get back to some schnapps, but we drink something together to kick this thing off, and I've got something fun. But if you're new to it, if you're listening via the podcast, welcome. Know that if you listen live, it's better because you get to shape how things happen sometimes. Although, I don't know. I guess it's completely random now. I don't know. We'll get there. Let's dive into something. Because it's a happy hour, tell me what you're drinking, and we'll talk about that. Marco is having a Truth and making dinner. Truth, if you guys are not familiar, is a IPA. From a little brewery here in town called Rheingeist. It's a pretty good beer. Let's see. Josh is finishing up a Gill. That's the German Irish lager from West Side, and opening up a West Coast Sea and Colors next. Marco says I need to get some of that. I will write it down. I will make a note. You have some coming to you. Julia is having Old Doug Black Double IPA from North High. A black double IPA. Wow. While shoving some salty dicks in my face. We love dicks on the show. We'll talk about that, but you can see it behind me. We how does that go? I don't even know how to turn my arm. There we go. We love dicks. That's the whole point of this. Eric is having a 50 West Maibach. Also a great choice. I don't have any beer around me. I'm going to be honest. This is going to be one of those shows. I was going to... You know what? There's a chance we'll drink a beer. I'll tell you that. I will change things up a little bit, and we'll make a decision later. But for the schnappening this week, I have a bunch of little mini bottles of things from Easter. We do this adult Easter egg hunt. I know that I've talked about it on this show before, probably last week or the week before. I don't know. Okay, that name's going to make it hard for me. Bassa blah, 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 is having Arthur Porter from Fly Llama Brewing in Biloxi. Biloxi, is that right? Mississippi? All right, well, I have definitely not had that beer. I'm feeling very, very... this will probably be the highlight of the show, is this one. So we do the adult Easter... I'm all over the place. Adult Easter egg hunt, where the kids hide little mini bottles of booze and beers and things all around the yard and make us go find them. They love it. I love it because I get new booze, and sometimes it's good. And this one is pretty good. I have had it before. This is Screwball. Look at the tiny little bottle of Screwball. This is, if you are not familiar, it is a peanut butter whiskey, and it is delicious. So we're gonna use that for the schnappening because why not? Peanut butter whiskey is kind of like schnapps, kind of sorta. Like schnapps. We'll just do the whole thing. Why not? When in Rome or the basement. I tried to cut the grass today and failed miserably. We switched a few years back to a battery-powered mower, which is great. I love it. But if you do not plan ahead and charge all of the batteries that you need to get your yard done, it causes problems, and that's exactly what happened to me tonight. I got almost all of it done, and then ran out of battery power, and then it started getting dark, and then I just couldn't finish. So now I have to finish mowing the grass in the morning, which is kind of miserable to think about right now. So we'll drink Screwball and pretend that is not a problem that I have to deal with, because right now, it's not. That's okay. This is surprising. I mean, maybe not. I don't know if you can see that. This has chunks. And yeah, you can't really see it on there either. It's got some little floaty guys in it. I'm gonna pretend that that's just peanut butter, which I assume does not have actual real peanut butter in it. This is why you don't throw the bottle across the studio. Let's see. It is whiskey with natural flavors. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess real peanut butter is a natural flavor, but I don't think that's what they mean. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be great. Chunky peanut butter. Cheers to chunky peanut butter. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. I don't get a whole lot of whiskey. It's like sweet, boozy peanut butter. That's what it tastes like. Not bad, though. But I don't understand why all that sugar has to be there. I don't know why it has to be so sweet. I guess peanut butter that we're used to is relatively sweet because everything has to be these days. But, okay. Eric says that mowing is future gnome's problem. Tonight we drink. Amen. I look forward to the day that I can just tell my kids, hey, you know what? You need to mow the grass tonight. And they'll be like, okay, Dad, I recognize that I need to earn my keep around the house, and I think I should mow the grass to help out around here. I look forward to that day, if it ever happens. I guess you have to give them an allowance or something for that. How does that work? I don't know. We're not there yet. That is, again, a future me problem. You know what is not a future me problem? Dick's Potato Chips. That's right. This show, if anybody does not know, is sponsored by Dick's Potato Chips. And the reason I bring that up so quick in the show is because drinking this, I'm pretty sure that this would be great with salty Dicks. I think that if you ate your salty Dicks with peanut butter whiskey, the heavens might open up, and it probably wouldn't taste as mediocre as it does otherwise. I'm pretty sure. Marco says, one summer Vincent mowed the grass. It was cool, and I'm assuming that's supposed to be scary. Julia says, I still need to try the peanut butter tequila from Northside Yacht Club. Yeah, I haven't tried that either. Marco says loves Dick's Potato Chips. Yeah, we love Dick's on the show, and they sponsor this show. So thank you to Dick's for helping make this happen. You also, Dick's Potato Chips, make me do all these things. So this is kind of your fault, what's about to happen. I don't have a lot of topics that I want to cover tonight because I have a feeling that what is right here, just out of right here, my hand it's right there. What is here is going to take up a lot of my attention. I have one topic that I want to talk about, which we'll get to, but in the meantime, we got some stuff. But the drunk line, if you can see on the screen there, is open. You can call into the show, and if there's something that you think we need to talk about, we can do it that way. It's 567-703-7465. That's 567-70-DRINK, and you can call right in here, and I'll answer it, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. I've got some really fun stuff that I've been working on, and that's part of the title of the show. You will see, what day is it's the 28th. So later this week, towards the end of the week, if you are subscribed to the newsletter or if you are a Nomie, you'll get an email this week. The newsletter will start going out consistently at the beginning of every month. And hopefully, I'm not committing to it yet, hopefully the middle of the month, there will be 2 newsletters that go out to everybody. And then throughout the month, there is going to be something else that, we'll talk about it later. Let me get through this, and then we'll address it. It does mean the I don't like this. I don't like it at all. It does mean the reimagining and kind of the rebirth or relaunch of um, one of my podcasts that has not been as consistent as I want it to be. I love the medium of podcasting, as you can tell by this show and what this is. I love being able to communicate with people that way, and drinking with the gnome. I will just go ahead and throw it out there. Drinking with the gnome has not been as consistent as I want it to be. I've been spending so much time trying to figure out ways to kind of make that more consistent and wrap it into some other stuff and kind of build some kind of platform off of it. And that's what we're going to do this month. Long time coming. Okay. This is not great. It's not horrible. Yeah, it is kind of horrible. It's just like peanut butter's good. This is like peanut butter that, it's like peanut butter that makes you sad, is what it is. It's not even like whiskey enough. Like if it was like whiskey with some peanut butter, all right. And if it was just boozy peanut butter, that might be good too. But this is like sad peanut butter is what it is. Sad peanut butter. And I'm not talking like generic, like Aldi peanut butter that's not Jif. I'm talking like just kind of make you grumpy peanut butter. I need something to wash that down. All right. Here's where things are going to get uncomfortable for one of us. I'm introducing something. My kids helped me out with it. I was building this thing, and I asked my oldest. I said, oldest baby gnome, I need you to make me a bucket of mystery. Did I just lose a light? I just lost a light. Ugh. That's what happens when you don't charge things before the show. That's fine. It's fine. Here, we'll turn the we'll just leave the Dick's lights on. I said, I need you to make me a bucket of mystery. And she looked at me and she said, what is a bucket of misery? And I said, well, it wasn't anything until you said that, and you bring up a great point. So I introduced to you the Gnarly Gnomes bucket of mystery. It's very big because there's a lot of mystery or misery in it, depending on what happens. I was going to create something where there is no intro yet because we just came up with it. The artwork done by the 8-year-old. I was going to try to create a way that you guys could choose what I was drinking. I thought that this might be a little bit more fun. Now, I do know what's in here, but if I just reach in, I'm not really going to know what I'm picking. There are a couple different sizes, so I can kind of figure it out based off of that. There is no Malort in here because Malort is even better than anything that's inside this bucket of misery. All right. If you guys are good, maybe I'll pull out more than one thing. I don't even know how to get into this thing. Okay, my hand went on one thing. There are things in here that I'm kind of thinking might be good. And okay. All right. We have chosen. Julia says Malort makes hard candies called Malort Sucks. That's awesome. I did not know that. Chosen from the bucket of mystery today, we have something. I don't even know what this is. This is Slamsies. Slam. Does that mean I'm supposed to like just slam the whole? I don't understand. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this, but it is watermelon kiwi flavored, which sounds okay. It is a party drink, and me and you, we like to party, so I guess it's fitting. It says it's flavor for your face. I'm not making that up. It says that it's flavor for my face, and I guess that is supposed to be my face right there. Flavor for it. There it is. It says nothing. 15%. Okay, that's great. Watermelon kiwi party drink. Okay. It says other than standard orange wine with natural flavors. What? That doesn't even make sense. It's not even like a proper sentence. Other than standard orange wine with natural flavors, certified color, and FD&C yellow number 5 contains sulfites. What does that mean? Made with real fruit juice, though. I guess that's good. Derek says I should slam it into your nearest trash can. I might have to use the bucket of mystery. Okay, I mean, they make a little convenient thing to tear it open. I guess that makes it easier to dump it in your face. I was filling the little perforated thing doesn't even work right. I was preparing the bucket of mystery, and I was putting all the drinks in it and shaking it up so I didn't know what was what. And my wife said, you're going to just drink those warm? And made this real horrible face. I said, no, I have ice. So I have a cup of ice over here. There we go. All right. Oh, Slamsies, what are you doing? Shout out to MadTree. We're going to use the cool psychopathy glass that they gave me when they were reintroducing psychopathy. I'm sure that they are very proud to see their awesome glass get this use. We're not gonna be shy with some ice there because Slamsies. You probably don't have to shake this or anything. It looks like, I mean, it's definitely green colored, like a what is this? Like a watermelon. I don't even understand, or a kiwi. Oh no, that's not a real color. Oh. Okay, it smells better than the screwball. Oh no. Okay. It looks like Kool-Aid. Oh, this is ridiculous. When I was a young lad and I started thegnarlygnome.com, this is not why I started any of this stuff. This is not what I wanted to do. This is not even now what I want to do. This is not why I started this show. I can feel it getting cold. We're going to make sure it's cold. It smells like Kool-Aid. It actually doesn't smell bad. Yeah, it just smells like some kind of generic Kool-Aid flavor. It tastes like somebody. Okay. It tastes like I guess boozy Kool-Aid. There's not really a lot going on there. I don't hate it. Like, it is I wish it was carbonated, but it's like it starts out really good. If you like Kool-Aid. It starts out very Kool-Aid, and then all of a sudden there's just this really big like break in that, and it's just like booze. And then that's it, and there's nothing else after that. It just kind of ends in like this. It starts out ends in that's I don't love that. Yeah, you know what? If RFK wants to ban this color and thus ban this drink, I don't think I would argue with him. And that might be the only thing that me and him agree on is that this should not exist. Look at that. Actually, in that light, it doesn't look bad on the camera for me. But in person, it's like somebody mixed antifreeze with Kool-Aid. Watered down Kool-Aid. I'm going to drink it. I have to, right? Like, it's part of the whole thing. I don't understand why this product exists. I don't know who's buying it. That wasn't expensive. I think that was like, I don't know, $3 or $4 or something. That's not bad, but I can get a whole bottle of vodka, some kind of good vodka, and then a couple packets of Kool-Aid and some ice, maybe even some soda water, and I can mix up something that's really good and like quantities adjusted, is a whole lot cheaper. It's not price that makes people drink these. I guess the idea is that you just throw a bunch of those in your cooler and you, I guess, sit out in the sun and you drink 15% things out of plastic mini bottle. I don't understand. I don't get who is buying this. I don't know that anybody is buying this. I should have done some Googling to see if anybody has ever purchased this and why they did it. I need to interview people that have purchased this product. It actually looks, color-wise, it matches the psychopathy glass real nice. I'm ashamed that this is in this glass. I'm afraid of the day that we have like local companies here that is like, this is what we're doing now. This is our new product. Here we are. We are Narrow Path, and all we make is, what is it called? Slamsies? Slamsies. That's all we make. I fear that day. Somebody will do it. Maybe we could say Impact is kind of doing that now, although they're not doing it for them. It's not their brand. I don't know. Marco says, isn't that the argument against RTDs? You can make those with simple ingredients. No. I would argue that RTDs can be done in a good way. It's not the ease, and maybe it was my poor way of describing it. It's not the ease of doing it or the cost of doing it. Like, you can make an RTD that I want just for the simplicity of making it. If you're going to give me like a canned, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good summertime cocktail. We'll just say Bee's Knees, which Tip Top Cocktails makes a really great canned Bee's Knees. If I want to go somewhere and drink a Bee's, like if I'm going camping, all right, we'll say that, camping, and I want to drink a Bee's Knees, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to bring ingredients I'm not going to bring gin and honey syrup and all that crap to make a cocktail. It's just not going to happen. I shouldn't say it that way because I probably would. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably do that the next time we go camping. The point is, it's a pain in the butt to do that. There is nothing about making something like this that is a pain in the butt. This is actually like, if this is your thing, if you love this, this is you could make this camping pretty easy on your own. That's what I find confusing, is that like there's all these RTDs that are like these weird things that are really easy to do. So why are we putting them in these strange plastic things and giving them names? How did that Basama says, how did that come into your possession? So I do this thing called grocery shopping, and when I'm at the store, sometimes I see things and I'm like, that's weird, and what is it? And that always leads into I should drink it. And I should drink it with you guys. I'm just curious about it. I paid for it. I bought it. I did this to myself. Zach says, speaking of Swine City, Julia mentioned I could see Swine City doing something like this and doing an incredible job at it. Zach says, speaking of Swine City, anyone try that ranch beer? I did not yet. If I get there and they have some, I will try it, but I don't. All right. I'm gonna lose some American points here. I don't love ranch. I don't love ranch at all. So I'm not looking forward to trying it, but I will. I love Mullet Review. Mullet Guy, as everybody tends to call him, is incredible. I love him. I love what he does. I love why he does it and how he does it. And I love that Swine City is waving the flag for him. I know that he has been extremely helpful to them in their launch of the food program there. And that's great. But I don't really want a ranch beer. I don't want it, but I'll try it, and maybe it's good. Maybe I'll be surprised. It's probably better than this. Probably. I'm gonna finish this. You know what? Like it's it's not disgusting. It's just not good. We should talk about something else, though. We should talk about, all right, yep. Let's jump. I don't know if I did this or not. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, yeah. There it is. So this week I wrote about Woodburn. Woodburn is closed for now. I don't know if you read the article that I put up. Hopefully you did. If not, please do that at your leisure. Not now. Hang out with us. But Woodburn Tap Room is what we'll call it. Is closed. The press release that went out worded it as they're closed temporarily, but I don't have the quote in front of me. I can pull it up, though. It's closed temporarily, but the future is unknown, I think is how it was worded. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's the press release. It says, okay, the future of the Woodburn location has not yet been determined, but will remain closed for the near term. But then they also say it's temporary. So I don't know what that means. And I don't know that I love what it might mean. Woodburn is one of those breweries, not that it's a brewery anymore. It's one of those places that when it opened, it was different than anything else. And it had this potential to be something very big. They were releasing products that nobody else was doing. They were, I think, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, the first place locally to do a hazy IPA with a Hammer, the hazy pale ale. It was a kind of a lower ABV hazy, but it was a great beer. Hammer was incredible, especially when it was released. Nobody else had done something like that. Salmon Shorts was an incredible release, like this really fun idea that kind of poked at something that was happening with the people wearing salmon shorts, and used a beer to kind of highlight that. And the beer itself was great. Solo, like there were Han Solo at the time. There were beers that were maybe ahead of their time. The space felt extremely well done for a small tap room. It was incredible, and it all kind of tore itself apart for, we'll say, various reasons. It tore itself apart, and then March 1st came in. March 1st purchased the location, and did, especially initially, did a really good job of trying to figure out how to carry on the name, carry on some of the brands and some of the personality of some of those beers. They put in a really incredible food program, and then all of that, in my opinion, kind of fell apart too. And that was part of kind of where March 1st has been growing, and that's fine. That's their path, and I respect that. But for a while now, to me, Woodburn has felt like a bar. And a good bar. Don't get me wrong; it's a good bar, but it's just missing that little something about the personality of what made Woodburn special to people like me. The hope, I guess, for me, the best situation is that March 1st takes a break on this, figures it out, reopens Woodburn in some kind of fantastic glory, and restores it to everything we know and love about Woodburn. The reality, I fear, is that Woodburn just becomes a Cincinnati distilling outpost, and all we have is the March 1st beer that we have everywhere else, which is fine. There's lots of people that love it. but I need the personality. I need the soul that used to exist to come back. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what any of it means. They're not very clear on what it means. I don't know that they know what it means. I think that's all kind of still in flux. I've seen some people talking online about it, and I know there's a lot of people that say that it's probably just the lease was up and it's done, and that's not true. They have the space still. This is definitely a calculated move from them. I think that they're definitely putting thought into what it means. Man, it's going to open up as a place that makes what is Slamsies? Only Slamsies. Is that what it was? Slamsies, right? That's the worst name for anything ever. If Slamsies is listening, I'm sorry. The product isn't the worst thing I've ever had, but that name. However, if you want to sponsor this show, you can. I don't want. Don't, please don't. I actually don't think. I don't think you can. I don't think you can sponsor the show. I don't think me and you are meant to be as one. I don't think. You know what? Maybe. Sorry, I'm eating ice as I'm trying to talk to you. Maybe every other flavor is like incredible. I don't think that's the case. There were a couple, and I have a couple different brands of things in here, but there were definitely some things in here that my wife pulled out, and she like kind of almost vomited in her mouth thinking about it. So there's some bad stuff in here. I'm gonna kill this so we can drink something else because this is not bad. Sorry, I'm eating ice. That's rude. Eric says that my last few trips to Fig Leaf have seemed more March 1st-y as well. Okay. That's a good thing to talk about. March 1st is probably, well, they're one of the brands, I'll say, here locally that seem to, as time is going on, become more, what's a good word for it? Like homogenized across all of their locations, which is probably easier for them and good for them. I don't want that from the places that I drink. For good or bad, we'll use Mad Tree as another example because we're drinking out of our psychopathy glass. Mad Tree, every one of their locations is very different than the other ones. Much to my dislike. If you go to Blue Ash and you go to Parks and Rec, it's a great tap room. It's a great restaurant. It's a good space that I love to go. You can get brunch all the time, and chicken and waffles is amazing, and I love that I can go there and do that. You can't do that in the other spaces. I want more beer. I want it to feel more like a brewery, and it doesn't. And that's disappointing to me as a consumer, but it is very different than what 2.0 is, and I think that's a positive, even if it's not what I want. When you go to Braxton, I love going to the Barrel House and going there, and it feels like a tap room. It feels like a brewery. Even Covington feels like a tap room or a brewery, versus the other location that just feels like a tap room. It feels like almost like a restaurant, and like that's okay. That is a different type of experience. But my fear is that places will start to create spots that all just kind of feel the same. And if they all feel the same, they all lose their own special thing. And especially when you're moving into a space that already has a personality and has people that love that personality, I don't like it. I get it. It's business. I get it. But I don't like it. I've not been to Fig Leaf for a while. maybe I need to stop in and see how it feels. I always loved Fig Leaf was always one of my favorite March 1st spaces because you can sit there and the brewery is right there and it still feels like a brewery. Josh says, I don't want corporate breweries. Yeah. Now that definition is obviously confusing and hard to put into words. What does a corporate brewery mean? Obviously, Rheingeist is a massive place in town. They have a very corporate structure, but are they a corporate brewery? It doesn't feel like it to me when I go there, but they probably are the most. Well, they are one of the most corporate breweries that exist. There are other places that have a very corporate structure that maybe probably shouldn't, in my opinion. We'll just leave it like that. Josh says I don't want it to feel like Applebee's. Me either. Yeah. Applebee's never feels good. The food is fine. The drinks are sometimes fine. The price is great, but I don't like the way it makes me feel. Speaking of Applebee's, this looks like something that they would serve on their cocktail menu. Maybe that's what this is made for, Applebee's. What else? Let's move off of the whole Woodburn thing. So I talked a little bit about Drinking with the Gnome and how this is coming back. There is going to be new podcast episodes. So the whole structure of this thing. Let me actually kill this and let's open something else while we talk about this. It's hard to slamsy when there's ice. Slamsies. Okay. Sorry. So the whole idea behind this new kind of, I guess, rebirth or whatever you want to call it, of Drinking with the Gnome is that at least I don't want to promise something that I can't deliver on, but multiple times a month, we'll say that there is new content that comes out in the form of a newsletter-ish thing. It's kind of a email-focused blog. It's a spinoff of the blog that will probably live on the blog too at some point. But those articles themselves will then have a podcast episode, most of them, that goes a little deeper behind what the article is about, if that makes sense. So Drinking with the Gnome will be either a week or a 2-week kind of block of content that is going deep into something. So I can tell you the first one that comes out on May 1st will be kind of this exploration of this topic that I've been trying to figure out for a while. So I believe that Cincinnati is a beer city. I've always believed Cincinnati is a beer city. I still do. I think we are definitely a beer city. But at one, and I've probably said it lots of times, but at one time I wrote that Cincinnati was built on beer. And I was talking to somebody about it, and they said, well, it's kind of true, but it's also built on wine. And I said, well, like the more I think about it, like that's kind of that's kind of true too. And then I was sitting across the bar from Molly Wellman, cocktail extraordinaire here in the city. Everybody knows Molly. This was kind of last summer. We were talking about something, and I said, so do you think that Cincinnati was built on beer, built on wine, or built on whiskey? And she kind of laughed about it, and she said, I could make the argument on every single one of them. And we talked for a very long time about that and kind of each one and kind of our opinions on which one was more influential to what Cincinnati became and how it became that. And it was a really, really good conversation. It sent me down a whole bunch of rabbit holes about some other things. And that's kind of what this first episode, article, whatever it is. I got to come up with a good thing that it is. This first dive is about. It's about kind of what is Cincinnati? Like, we're a drinking town for sure. But was this city built on the back of beer, wine, or whiskey? And the answer is yes, like all of them. And that's kind of what inspires Drinking with the Gnome, and inspires me kind of where I'm at right now as a drinker. Speaking of me right now as a drinker, bucket of mystery. All right, I'm going to select 2 at random, and then you guys can pick which one we dive into. Oh, this is okay. That's all right. We'll put that there, and then we'll do this. Oh God. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. I have. Okay. This is one of the ones that I really don't want to drink, and I probably shouldn't say that because that will influence your decision. This is Big Sips. Ooh, yeah, Big Sips. Got a. It's kind of like Slammy's, except bigger. Big Sips. It's not even bigger. Big Sips chocolate martini. I feel like this is made by the same people, just packaged different, and it's like all like milky and oh God, I feel like that should be refrigerated. That's terrible. And then we have Clapback, At Me Apple. Look at that. Oh yeah. Neither one of these sounds like it's going to be awesome, but I will let you guys choose. The first person that jumps in the chat that I see that picks one, we'll do Big Sips chocolate martini or At Me Apple. Oh God. Neither one of these is going to be great. Whatever doesn't get drank goes back in the bucket of misery. At Me Apple. Why is it so big? That's like definitely more than one serving. Oh man. Marco says, is the green on the Shack brand? I don't know what that means. Steve says, are they cold or at least cool? No, they're room temperature, but I have ice. Shack. None of these are Shack. Eric says, go for the apple. Of course, because it's bigger. All right. The Big Sips chocolate martini is going back in the bucket. All right. Apple. Clap back. At Me Apple. Why? Why does it exist? Why does any of this exist? All right, I'm gonna get some more ice in here. This is a lot of liquid. Clap back apple. Oh my God. It does smell like apples. It smells like fake apples. Oh God, why is it another green? Why is it so green? Oh, look how... Oh, God. It doesn't even fit in the glass. Oh, dear God. Oh, the whole room smells like fake apples. At me. I will at you. Oh, man. All right, what's it say? 18%? Okay, that's going to be great. It also still doesn't tell me... I feel like all of these are made by the same company. Is that possible? That is possible. They were all kind of on sale together at Jungle Gyms. Now there's water, and that's just water. Oh God, it's all over everything. Oh God, look at that. It looks like a Jolly Rancher, like a shitty Jolly Rancher. It smells just like fake apples, like a Jolly Rancher. Oh, it's not even good. I feel like Jolly Rancher could make a better canned cocktail than this crap. Ugh. Who is why? What are we doing? Like, who is perching? I'm ashamed of everybody that is pushing this trend forward, including myself. I'm ashamed of all of you, including me. Why does this exist? Who's buying it? Why are you buying it? I can name 100 different ways that you could make this just a little bit better. And I got some on me, and now my hands are sticky. My hands should not be sticky after opening a drink. I'm at a loss. I'm ashamed of where we are. This is not America. This is not what I signed up for. This is not my America. Oh my God. Malort is better than all of this. America, you should be ashamed of yourselves. I should have given you the option to get a beer. It's like, all right, it's like if I took a watermelon Jolly Rancher and stuck it in the back of my mouth, like right here, or my gums, shoved the Jolly Rancher back there, and then took like, not even like good booze, like a weird watered down booze that your uncle made in his bathtub. You took that, and then you kind of mixed it with with a wine cooler. Mixed with the wine cooler, swished it around, and then took a swallow. That's what it tastes like. That's not good. Eric says, did David decide the theme for tonight? A Leprechaun's Reckoning, face it. High school students. It is targeted at high school students. I guess, like, when Julia says, is it worse than the pickle wine cooler spritzer? It's on par. At least that was clever. Like, there's nothing fun and clever and unique about this. Like, if you made this like a weird flavor, like this is like, I don't know, give me some kind of weird fruit or something. Make it that flavor, and it's like, oh, it's weird, it's fun. I can kind of get behind that. It's just crappy apple. Like, there's nothing good about it. I was hoping that as kids were like evolving in the middle of this craft beer boom and distillery boom that we're seeing, and drinks are better than they've ever been. And I guess part of me hoped that the modern era of high school students would just be drinking better. Like, I don't care if you're drinking like the cheap whiskey. At least it's still whiskey. Like, just drink something that like tastes good. I mean, I guess we drank things that didn't taste good, but we didn't have any options. I don't know. I'm very confused at what is happening in the world. I'm also confused about I can put people in timeout. Yeah. Timeout. I put Sun 99 in timeout. I don't know what that means. I guess that means I can come back and comment again. Said I'm here, and then he said free P Diddy, and I don't really know what's going on there. Trolls. We have trolls. That's cool. I like trolls. They're, I think, closely related to gnomes. They just don't drink as much. This is see what happens. Like, I open up this clap back. What's it called again? Clap back at me Apple. I open one of these, and all of a sudden, people are trying to free P Diddy. This is what happens, guys. Julia says you've made it as a streamer. The worst when I was doing the Twitch stuff. As soon as you put Twitch on there, man, people just stumble in and start saying weird stuff. Eric says we drank Mickey's cream ale and we liked it because that was what we could get. I would Mickey's is way better than this. That's what I'm talking about. Like it's better. Doesn't have to. Man. Marco says I had Red Dog, Bud Ice, and later Bud Amber. Yeah, it's all better than this. What are we doing? Steve says it's all transactional now. They don't care about the brand. They just want you to buy it once. Breweries are doing the exact same thing. That's why, like, I'm actually curious, and I might do some research here after the show, unless Julia is on a kick of the multiple screens right now. I honestly feel like every one of these drinks that is in my bucket of mystery is probably owned by the same company. They're all making the same stuff and packaging it under these different brands to make them feel different. It wouldn't surprise me in one bit. Because it's all kind of, so far, it's all the same thing. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's making me question the entire existence of the bucket of mystery. I mean, they should go in there, but I should put good stuff in there too. I gotta rework the bucket. It's funny, and like I recognize that funny things are fun to like engage with, but Eric says I liked Red Dog. I was sad to see it go. I actually have never tried Red Dog. That was one of those beers that I remember as a kid. My first bottle cap collection. I remember my Red Dog bottle cap. I was real proud of that one. It was cool. But yeah, I never tried it. I just wonder if and I say kids as in legal drinking age people. I wonder if I wonder if they have like the same connection to what they're drinking as we do, which is crazy because in my head, we're still young drinkers, and I recognize as I'm saying that we're not, but like I don't know how it could change that quickly. Josh says maybe Misery was more appropriate. That's why I let her put it on there. Like it's supposed. It shouldn't be all fun. Like the bad stuff should be talked about. It's bad. Steve says Red Dog was not good. I would like to try it though. Like I just wish I could go back in time and try a lot of things. Marco nails it. Part of the point of the bucket is the pain of the bucket. Yes. Oh. Julia says they're all actually owned by different companies on ground level, but they all might be part of a bigger family if I dig deeper. It feels like even like the way they're worded on the bottle can. Is this a bottle or a can? I don't even know. On the thing, makes them feel the same. Zach says, I remember Red Dog tasting like shit. Lol. You were drinking out of the wrong end. Get it? Steve says they don't drink, they vape and take edibles. There's some truth to that, unfortunately. The only thing that I think I can support the children of today consuming that I will also consume, you guys know where I'm headed. Dick's potato chips. Dick's potato chips are the one thing that I think that the kids today could get behind. In fact, okay, I don't have an official sponsor for this yet, and I probably shouldn't talk about it. But I've had a bunch of green things, so I'll talk about it. I've been trying to figure out this project, and you guys send Dick's your shouldn't do this, but do it. shout out Dick's online on social media and tell them that they should sponsor the video where I'm going to make the ultimate Dick's cocktail. I'm going to make a Dictini. I'm going to make a Dictini. I'm going to infuse booze with Dick's and prove that you can make something that is like this but tastes good. I've been working on this idea for at least a year, and I'm going to be honest. I toyed with other potato chip brands. I toyed with it. Right now, I only want Dick's. Somebody cut that audio. I only want Dick's because Dick's are the best potato chips, and I feel like they would make the best the best Dictini. Zach says, "Are you crunching up Dick's chips around the rim of your martini?" No. That's the easy way. No, this is a much more labor intensive process. We're talking like extracts and all kinds of weird stuff. It's gonna be crazy. Josh says, Dictini sounds like a Pokemon evolution. I don't understand Pokemon, but yes. Steve says, maybe something with the creaminess of that chocolate martini and the salty goodness of Dick's. I'm pretty confident when I say that chocolate martini thing is probably horrible. It's probably like miserable, and Dick's deserves better. Dick's deserves better than all of the crap that I'm drinking on tonight's show. But we're grateful for them anyways for supporting what we do here. If you love this and you love watching me pull terrible, terrible things out of the bucket of misery, if you enjoy that, support Dick's. Go over there and give them some love. If you can't find Dick's in your favorite bars or retailers, go to the website. Go to dickspotatochips.com, and you can get a box of Dick's. You think a bag of Dick's is good? Imagine a whole box of Dick's that just show up on your doorstep. That's what you can do on the website. dickspotatochips.com. Thank you, Dick's. We love you. Marco says that I think the smoky Dick's and using a smoking gun to smoke the cocktail could work. Yeah, there's a lot of things that can. It's gonna be good if we can make this happen. So shout them out on social media. Zach says, sorry, there is your next podcast button. Julia for Truth Beer about Gnome saying he loves Dick's. Yep. I love Dick's. I love them. Big Dick's, little Dick's, box of Dick's, bag of Dick's. I love them all. Shout out to Dick's. dickspotatochips.com. Okay. This is not good. This might be worse than the other one. Oh. It's not even like, it feels like a little sour, maybe, and you can get that like more of that Jolly Rancher thing, but we're missing that. It's just not even. It's not even that great. If you're texting me, I can't click on things right now. I'm in the middle of a show. We are like, Zach says, you could ask Dan out at, I could ask Dan out. I have asked him out. He won't go out with me at Swine City about making this Dick's beer. I have talked to Dan a little bit about Dick's. Dan needs to have Dick's. If anybody should have Dick's behind their bar, it's Dan. Yeah, we'll keep poking at it. Sure, you throw some. No, this is not a beer. I'm making a cocktail. It's booze. I'm making booze. I'm making booze in my basement. Shout out to the government. You can hear me. I'm making booze in my basement. I'm not making booze. I'm infusing booze. I think that's legal. All right. We're like at an hour, so I'm going to wrap up because I'm also kind of drunk. I guess these little things work because, yeah, I'm drunk. So I'm gonna drink more things. I'm gonna eat some dicks. I think it's a hot and spicy night, and yeah, we'll do that. This week, we've got some fun stuff coming. Subscribe to. So if you go to Patreon, you can subscribe for free, and that'll give you access to the newsletter. And then you can also, actually, I haven't really you can go to Substack. That's kind of where Drinking with the Gnome is going to live, but I don't really know how set up it is right now. All right, Zach wants me to take off my shirt. Screw the moon. No, that's old that. Julia says, be sure to drink some water before you end your evening, sir. Thank you, Julia. I am a professional. We'll make it happen. We'll be there bright and early tomorrow. I got to mow the grass in the morning. Jeez, I'll be good to go. You'll see me out there sweating with green stuff coming out of my pores. You always have to drink water before you go to bed. That is the best advice that anybody can ever give when they're drinking. Just drink water. Drink water before bed. Always. Lots of water. It's okay. I think I might have some safety shot somewhere. Sober me right up. Stay tuned. That video is coming at some point. I have most of it recorded. I just have to finish some of the little finishing touches. Zach says he'll be collapsed in the yard mowing. No, we always mow drunk. We got this. In fact, I'm going to go mow right now. No, my neighbors will be mad. I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with me. No, I'm not going to do an after show. If you want to hang out with the after show, stay tuned. Couple weeks. We'll figure out an actual schedule for after show shows. But not tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you like what I do, if you like any of this stuff, if you like to see me drink horrible things, go to thegnarlygnome.com/support. You can support that way and not only get access to this whole new thing that I'm building with Drinking with the Gnome, you can get direct access to tell me what I should drink. You can make me drink horrible things like clapback at me apple. You can make me do this more. I do this for you. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. We'll be back next week, and we'll drink something fun. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate you. I don't appreciate this. There's got to be better stuff out there. There is better stuff out there. It's called beer. Next week, we drink beer. I'm drinking beer next week. No more of this crap. For a week. See ya. So fascinated by this idea that people are making these things. If they're making them, people are drinking them. There's somebody out there that's like, oh yeah, clapback, yeah, I love that stuff. That's my drink. I'm fascinated. I can't stop. I need to dive in. We're gonna figure this out. Who's drinking it?